Come here, son, nephew, young man. Let me holler at you. Most men that I have encountered at one point or another in life go through a stage where they try to help someone. And most of us see at least one moment where that doesn't work out so well. And there are reasons for it. And I think sometimes as we get older, we understand. I want to try to explain what I think may occur in some of these situations so that maybe somebody else can get it earlier in life, or if you're at a more seasoned stage in life, maybe I can provide some clarity. Because I had to learn the principle that naturally helpful men and men with leadership capabilities have to realize you can only help so much at certain times with certain people. Now, you do have situations where there are some people who are just 100% on board with your vision or 100% want information from you, and they're like a sponge. As a matter of fact, you can't stop them from learning. They have more of a span for learning than you have information to give at the time, because there's only so many hours in the day, only so much talking you can do, only so much thinking you can do about a certain situation. We recall facts later, so forth and so on. We're not perfect. But in a lot of situations, we offer help because it's who we are. It's the God in us. It's the whatever we might consider from a human standpoint good in us. And we offer things, and we offer some more. You could do this better. You could do that better, especially if you're a man of purpose and a man who does try to achieve the best results and outcomes that he can get. But see, everybody isn't like that, or they may go about things differently. And I had a situation very recently where I felt like it was the right thing, especially the way my father taught me to handle certain situations. I felt it was best to intervene on a situation that I wasn't necessarily asked for all of the interventions that I provided on. A couple of things happened with this situation. One, the person who I was helping, although they had all the incentive in the world to accept that help, they weren't really receptive to it. As a matter of fact, they were a bit shy is not the word. They were a bit reluctant and had a lot of questions. Now, I've worked in the mental health field as well as education, so one way or another, I've had many opportunities to understand why people think the way they do. You don't know a person's experiences. Think about, and I'm not calling anyone an animal, I'm just giving you an example in nature. Because we are mammals, we do have some quote unquote animalistic tendencies. That's all of us, not this person. I'm not judging, because you never know who might hear a video and figure out that you're talking about their situation or not. Maybe it never happens. Either way, I'm not wrong, and I'm okay with what I'm doing. You don't know if a person's been through something. You don't know if a man has been taken advantage of. You don't know if a woman has been abused. You don't know if a child was abused and it's changed their psyche for life. You don't know a person's experiences. So what you think might be helpful, that person might think is strange. That person may suspect you of not having the right motives or ulterior motives. You just don't know. And when you go volunteering all this help, what you think looks like you offering help, someone else might think is a con game. So men have to learn to offer help in moderation, because too much help offered, now it can appear to be something else, or that can even be uncomfortable for other people. Sometimes people may think that you're making them into a charity case, and their pride may be hurt, even though you can see clearly as day they need what you're offering, or you may think they need what you're offering. Maybe they do, maybe they actually don't. Maybe they just don't want your help, and that's fine, and you have to learn to accept that. Don't let that make you bitter. Don't let it make you not help the next person. Just operate in moderation. Do just enough, not too much, not too little. You may see that people take advantage of you if you offer too much help all at once or too soon. Because here's another thing. You need to trust people that you're helping. You can't just put it all out there on the line every single time for every single person. Not everybody's worthy of your help. Some people have put themselves in bad positions, and they actually have to learn a lesson from a situation. And you helping is stopping them from their natural course or recourse of action in which they're reaping what they're sowing. Sometimes God will keep you out of these situations too. When you see you got to start hammering down walls and kicking in doors to help somebody, metaphorically speaking, hey, that's a sign from God that, wait a minute, you're interfering with my work, young man. So, moderation. You'll find that you may try to help in one area. You're teaching a person how to fish, but that person just wants a free fish. Or maybe that person actually needs a fish right now because they're starving. And if they want to learn how to fish, you let them know, hey, if you want to learn how to fish, I can teach you how. That's going to be your best policy. If you can help your common person, offer something, and then maybe let them know if you deem them worthy and the situation worthy, and the timing is right and you're not going so far out of your way that it damages you, maybe give a little bit more access. Because you as a man, a problem-solving man, a thinking man, especially if you're a man of means and resources, if you're at that stage in life, what you're offering is as good as gold. And a person who has sense enough to know that will see that. And a person who wasn't raised to have sense enough to know that and see it won't value what you're doing anyway. You have to offer your help in moderation in those situations, because you can't force something on people that they don't understand. You shouldn't be trying to force anything on anybody anyway. If you're not at the stage in life where you're a man of means, but you're well on your way, you need to be helping yourself first before you worry about helping everyone else. You can ruin your future, ruin your chances, even damage some of your networks and some of your resources by trying to give everything to everybody else before you're fully established. There's nothing wrong with you taking your time to help yourself first and putting yourself in the proper position as a man so you can be the man that you need to be. Because if you're going to have kids and family, the next thing is you got to help them after you help yourself to be able to help them. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, and in particular, gentlemen, you don't want to be taking unnecessary actions which result in wasted motion, because that wasted motion you put into someone else, you could have put into yourself. And there's also nothing wrong with outsourcing resources for other situations. Someone may want some type of funding from you, but if there's a source they can get the funding from, you can direct them to another source. If somebody wants $100 from you, they want to borrow $100, nothing wrong with you giving them 20. There's nothing wrong with you offering work either. You can offer, like I had a kid ask me for some money recently. I offered for him to mow my lawn. He didn't want to work for it, and I was going to give him more money than what he asked for, but that's on him. I can sleep at night. That's what this ultimately boils down to. You do just enough so you can sleep at night. It ain't your job to save everybody, man. You do what you can do, but you need to do what you need to do primarily for you, so that you have the ability to do what you need to do for your small circle of loved ones who are going to be there no matter what. Because that's another thing. You can spend all this time in life trying to help everybody, but understand all them people who either A, didn't ask you for help to begin with, or B, you got a lot of people that'll prop you up so you can be the fall guy, or prop you up so you can be the martyr. But when all that stuff is said and done, you standing alone, and you robbed your loved ones and those people who are going to be there tomorrow, you robbed them of the chance to have that same effort given to them. It's a deep subject. I could go on and on about this for hours, literally. But what I want you to understand is choose how you dole out your resources and your time and your effort to help other people. And you go all out for the people who truly deserve it, who you have a true obligation to. Like for me, my father's dead, but my mother's here, and I had a great set of parents, and I had a great mother. Mom's gonna get anything she needs from me. I have a female friend who goes above and beyond. I'll go above and beyond for her. And of course, my beloved children, I'll do anything for them. Aside from that, everybody else, moderation. And I got a couple of homeboys who are loyal people, but most loyal men ain't gonna be asking for a lot of stuff. And then, and I guess this might be another video for another day, if you are the one who needs help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it, because this is a long topic, but I do want people to understand, and I hope it bless somebody. And as always, never lose the will to win, and never lose the will to survive.